What's good, YouTube? Andre here with the DM Network. If you're new to the channel, y'all, please subscribe to the channel and please turn on notifications. It is completely free and it doesn't cost you anything to do this, and it helps us out tremendously to continue doing what we enjoy doing and making content. Now, on to today's video. Now, this video, we are going to discuss something. I had plans to talk about ki and stamina today, which I probably will do in a later video this evening. But right now, what I want to talk about is something that blew up in the comment section of the previous videos, and that was the create a character. And views are very mixed on the create a character thing. A lot of people want create a character, and then a lot of people don't want create a character. The ones who want create a character, I mean, they make some valid, I mean, there are some very, very valid points about wanting create a character in the game, and it's very interesting on both ends, and it puts you in a position to where you really got to sit there and think, wow, it's interesting. They make some plausible points, and one guy here, Kenneth Robinson, he made a really good point. Shout out to you, Kenneth. He said, I'm going to read this all. He said, look, I respect that some of y'all don't want it, but I know y'all will agree. Look, we've been playing as Goku and Vegeta for how long? And been stuck playing as them. I'm sick of it. I want to fly through Dragon Ball World as my guy, not Goku. The game will get old super fast, and plus, guys or girls will be evolving from that noise. Why we going back for it's crazy, because I know a lot of y'all played Budokai 3 and was like, man, the only thing missing from this game, the only thing missing from this for me to make me in this I'll just say in this game, because he said some stuff that I'm not gonna say out loud. Right? So only be stuck playing as Goku and Vegeta, especially if we going back, it's the same dry story we played how many times now? Let's evolve, y'all. Project Z is like an open canvas. We can make it so much better than Anthem or any other RPG out there, because I don't know about y'all, but I want to fly through the sky as a Saiyan, with or without a tail. Train up to go Super Saiyan 4 or Blue. Make a Majin skinny like Super Buu or Kid Buu, and mess some stuff up. That's, I'm paraphrasing. That ain't what he actually said. Mess some stuff up all the way. And a human, if they gave us the option to be an android and have fun with this game. I want this right here to kill Xenoverse and birth us a new kind of DBZ character, custom. So get hype about this. It's going to be huge, especially after the Xenoverse and fighters both say, congratulations, we wasted your time for an hour or so. Oh, wait, we forgot to get a new game. It's called based on on fighters. You could play all over the world. We got this thing of work after we may have cussed that man out in many ways. So many times he was like, you know what? LOL. And what he was referring to, y'all, was the live stream. But I replied back to him saying I wouldn't be upset if they did create a character. My reasoning is that if they do, they will go the multiplayer route, and that could hinder the game, in my opinion. But yes, I did play Budokai and wish to create my own character. Now, if they do it like that but leveled up, then I'd be happy. But I don't know or see it being that way without a heavy multiplayer experience as well. And he replied back, and this is the last part I'm going to read. He said, yeah, I see what you mean. I just hope they take something from Anthem or do their own thing and not do two-player mode, because to be honest, I don't want it. I want it like if I seen you online and I say, yo, let's spar, we can no limits or anything. We can do whatever. Now, that's a very interesting, because a lot of other people was pretty much kind of saying the same thing that he was saying in a sense. And the people who don't want creative characters kind of seeing my viewpoint on it, in the sense that uh, some of us just miss playing with Goku and Vegeta. I grew up with that, and Ultimate Tenkaichi was the first time we got to actually create a character. And it was really, really awesome. I mean, I remember me and my brother back, we used to talk about that. Man, it'd be cool if we can create a character. And this was, man, 15 years ago almost, more than that probably. And when we got to an Ultimate Tenkaichi, it was really, really, really cool. And Xenoverse came out and it was like, wow, this is perfect. I can create a character and do this and do this and do this. So I love the idea of creating a character. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking it by any means. But what I'm saying about create a character is if they put it in, I don't see them not making the game multiplayer based, because when you have creative characters, you're gonna have people who want to fight against each other. Now, there were some other people in the comments saying about that response that they could make the base game a single player game where you play through by yourself and stuff like that. And then, you could just have a versus mode where you're able to play against each other. Now, my issue with that is that if the game is how we're talking about, where you're getting to level up your character through training and stuff like that, and then you go into a versus mode, there is gonna have to be some form of balancing. Now, the way that I would see it working is that you're able to pick, based off of your power level, people who would be a good match for you. Or if you want to, you could pick somebody who's a lot stronger than you for a good challenge. Now, this is where it gets interesting. If you fight somebody that gives you a really good challenge, say I have a power level of 1,000 and I want to fight somebody that has a power level of 10,000. That's a significant jump in power level. But if I beat that person, I get a bonus experience points that I can use in the story mode. Because, like Kenneth said, that would be like training. And that would be really cool if they did that. I don't mind creating a character. My concern is I don't want them to make this a multiplayer heavy game. I don't want to see the release of this game and they say it's an action RPG open world, and guess what? You're playing with your friends. Like Wildlands, Ghost Recon Wildlands, where 4 of your buddies playing together. Or, if you're not playing with buddies, it's still 4 people on the screen helping you out with different stuff. I don't want that. I want a one-on-one experience with this game. A lot of great stuff came from the comments, y'all. I really appreciate it. A lot of great ideas. Some people were talking about, just being able to fly through the city and fight these random NPCs that could be causing damage. And another great idea was give us the option to play as a good character or an evil character. And if we're an evil character, the same thing. We get to fight against the good guys and stuff like that. We still get to train and get stronger. Those are some really, really awesome ideas, y'all. And I could see it happening. I mean, because I think whoever makes this game is going to push the envelope to make this one of the greatest games ever. Now, one thing about the creative character, like I said, is the plot. Where is he coming from? Because if you're going through the story of Dragon Ball, there was no creative characters, there was no other characters there. So introducing a creative character, you would have to have him fit into the plot somehow. Now, my issue is if he fits into the plot as far as I'm from the future, like Trunks was, first of all, Trunks would be in there, so there would be no need for somebody else from the future. Get it? Also, that plays too much into Xenoverse, and that bothers me because this game needs to separate itself from Xenoverse as far as possible so that it can stand on its own 2 legs. Now, what I thought about was this. Jacko is a galactic patrolman. What if our created character is a galactic patrolman? Because the galactic patrolmen, they're not from the future. They're from the present. And according to Dragon Ball Super, they've been around forever. I mean, Jacko even knew about Goku and Vegeta. You know what I'm saying? So make the created character a galactic patrolman who's come to Earth to help, Goku and them fight and stuff like that. That's a way that a created character could fit into the story if they go the route of going through the sagas with a created character. Otherwise, you're stuck with just playing with the generic characters. Now, y'all don't get me wrong. Playing with Goku and Vegeta can be fun. If you remember Raging Blast 2, you're actually able to customize them with whatever moves were available and stuff like that. And it was cool because it gave us a sense of a created character while still allowing us to play with the original characters. But like I said, don't get me wrong. I would love to play with a created character. I think that it would be really cool to be able to train your character up to go Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, 3 if possible, Super Saiyan God, and Super Saiyan Blue, 4, whatever. Like that would be really, really cool. Basically, y'all, I would be happy either way. But I lean more towards not having created characters because of the multiplayer issue, as well as the story plot issue and the balancing. Now, if they do a created character, this is my way that I would like for it to be so that it would work best to keep the game as close to real life Dragon Ball Z as possible. First of all, like I said, the plot. Make him like a galactic patrolman. That way he's not from the future, he's not from the past, he's from the present, okay? And it doesn't mess up the storyline that much. Um Number two, if you do a created character and you have multiplayer in the game, keep it separate from story mode, but allow us to go into a verse mode to play each other online against our created characters. Or now, I was gonna say, or in the open world, but my issue with that is that you would have people who would constantly try to challenge you to a fight, and you would never be able to get a mission done because you have people trying to spar with you all the time. But a way to combat that is you could have a area in the open world where you can fly to sort of a portal or a hub, and you can pick people to train with there. That would actually be really, really cool. And I know one of y'all said that, so kudos to whoever said that because that really would be cool. The open world, and you have a public area somewhere, a hub that you can go to and level up your gear or do whatever. And also you can, hey, find random people to say, hey, would you like to spar with me, train with me, and you actually get training points from that. That would be really, really awesome. I could see it working those ways. So if it worked that way, then I'm all for a creative character. But if it worked the latter, if it worked the opposite way to where, it's multiplayer, heavy multiplayer and all that kind of stuff where you got to have balancing in the game and it's going to make the transformations less effective, the attacks less effective. I don't want to go that route. So let me know what y'all think down below based off of today's video. Do you think, or better yet, describe to me how would you like create a character to work? Y'all, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Sorry for going this long. Appreciate y'all for watching. If you're new, subscribe, hit the like button, all that good stuff, man. It helps us grow and it doesn't cost you anything. Till next time, thanks for watching and peace.